I've got a huge back to school haul to show you guys with goodies from Faber-Castell, Michael's, Target, Thrift Books, Amazon, and Dollar Tree. Be sure to stick around to the end because I have a few tips from the Amazon and Dollar Tree haul of how to keep kids busy while you're working with the other kids during school. Hey guys, Kathleen Lewis here. I'm a homeschool graduate turned homeschool mom to 2 kids, and yes, I've got a huge haul for back to school. Also, I've got a thunderstorm going on, so if you hear something in the background, that's what it is, folks. First up, we got a haul from Faber-Castell. I ordered all of this several months ago because, as you can see from my son's pencil box, he has been loving their pencils. They have triangular pencils, which work great for younger kids, so that is definitely the first thing in the haul from them. This one has some bumps on it. I'm not sure if he'll like it, but we'll see. Because he's been taking such good care of his art supplies, I wanted to get some of these dual-tipped markers from Faber-Castell. His sister has been trying to take over the markers and destroyed a lot of them, so this is his own personal pack for his enjoyment. As part of his curriculum this fall, he is doing a special art class, so that's what's going to be in the Michael box back there. And one of the things with that is these watercolor crayons. So you color with them and then you apply water for a beautiful watercolor picture, and they'll teach us how to use these in the art class. So go to the first grade curriculum pics up in the iCards if you want to see more about that art class. Because I know my daughter's going to be jealous about all my son's new art supplies, I am getting special stuff just for her. And one of those is this box of gel crayons from Faber-Castell. This is the most expensive thing I'm getting for her. But I was intrigued by these. I don't know how they're going to write, so if you guys are interested, drop that down in the comment and I'll let you know eventually what I thought about them. Michael's. Okay, in this huge box here, we have really cool art supplies that I'm excited that he's going to be able to use because I never learned how to use some of these. Soft pastels. We have actual clay, moldable artist clay that is gray, the art program specified gray. We have cray pads. I'm sure if you've done an art class before, you're familiar with these. These are classic kids art supply. They wanted him to have some specialized graphite pencils, so these are also from Faber-Castell. I think I'm pronouncing that right. If not, guys, let me know. But Faber-Castell adult version here. We've got a special paintbrush for his activities, drawing paper. I went cheap on this. So we have drawing paper, watercolor paper, and then they wanted some construction paper. I have just finished nailing down what I'm doing for my daughter for preschool, and that video is coming out soon, hopefully, so stay tuned for that. But part of that is a haul from Thrift Books, just filling in a couple gaps that I had for her curriculum that I chose. One of those is Eric Carlisle's Animal book. It's a beautiful book of poetry with beautiful photos in it. And then the classic Richard Scarry's What Do People Do All Day? This is a great social studies book talking about different jobs people have. This one I chose because I wanted her to have an art program for her level. This is an Usborne step-by-step drawing animals. It's probably just beyond her level. There's the thunder. Did you hear that, guys? There's the thunder. Southern thunderstorms. But this book gives step-by-step instructions on how to draw various animals, and she is in love with animals. If I sit down with her, I am hoping we can start building some of these art skills because she has great pencil control. She actually asked her dad to teach her how to hold a pencil when she was 2. So I'm hoping she can do this, but we will see. So for the Target haul back here, I have a lot of standard, just need to stock up on stuff. I'll do a B-roll for you guys just so you can see that. So I'm not sitting there telling you every single piece that I'm getting, but there are a couple bags that I want to show you inside. So these right here are going to save my sanity this coming school year. My kids at the moment share art supplies, including the crayon box, which has all the broken crayons due to my daughter. They also tend to fight occasionally over who has the box closest to them. So I'm going to change to his and her color-coded box. I have several in pink, several in green already. And then the community art supplies is going to be clear. Hopefully that will keep our peace in our homeschool. This is the other box here, full of my daughter's art supplies. I tried to mirror kind of what my son had so we're not too jealous. So we have the giant thing of construction paper. Since my son had clay, my daughter gets more Play-Doh. Since my son had markers, I picked up these Pipsqueaks, tiny markers which are easier for the kids, smaller kids to hold, and they're in glorious colors as well. Crayola paintbrushes, because these are really the best paintbrushes I found for the younger grades. And to go along with that, this is new to me, washable spill-proof paint. I was excited when I saw this because my daughter is in love with paint and she does pretty good with it, but the fact that these are spill-proof and actually won't drip out of the container, I'm hoping I can give her a lot more freedom and frequency in using this stuff. Again, if you guys want to know how this turns out, let me know down in the comments and I'll let you know what I think of it later. And I'm upgrading her from a assisted scissor to these because she's been doing great with her scissor control. Now we're down to the Amazon and Dollar Tree's goodie box behind me. One thing not in the boxes that I showed you in the curriculum video for my son are 2 games. One of them is Tall Tales, and then the other is Concept for Kids. So if you want to see inside these, go check out that first grade curriculums pick video. I do have the chapter in there just for the games. Okay, Amazon goodies. These right here, I am really excited about. Last year for the kids' art, I just threw them in the cheap 50 cents, 25-cent folders we could get from Target. It doesn't work so well, as you can see. So I went online to Amazon and have the accordion pockets here. These are big enough to hold construction paper, and I think most of the other paper I got from my son. We have a pink and a blue, their favorite colors. So this should be really fun for the kids to organize their art for the year. So the first hot tip for keeping your kids occupied are sticker books. For the older kids who can handle the high number count, we have this great Paint by Sticker series. My son's devoured many of these books. They have one on space, they have one on vehicles, this one is on Under the Sea. This actually came from my mom a few years back, so hand me down from her, but they are on Amazon. And then for my daughter, I did get from Amazon the Usborne Sparkly Sticker Princess book. Again, this is just something fun for her, something special for her interests that she can do while I'm busy with her brother. Another thing to keep her busy is this First Magic Painting book from Usborne. This is a color wonder book. You get water, put it on the page, get it wet, and the colors pop up. So really cool for her. My son's starting to do some computer science typing, so I got him an Amazon Basic mouse pad. And the classic pencil grip pack. I am not sure if these are going to work for us. I've heard they're very highly recommended. My kids do have excellent pencil grip. It's just, tiring for their young hands. So I figured if I got something bigger and squishy for them, it'd be easier for them to write longer. So we'll see if these work. Part of filling out my daughter's preschool is the Usborne's First 1,000 Words to help with her vocabulary, a beautiful book by Usborne. And also to help with her preschool is this Bible sing-along collection from Cedar Mount Kids. They also have a nursery rhyme one, so if you don't want the Bible one, they have a great nursery rhyme, which is actually on her Christmas list this year. One thing I always try to get my kids are some kind of fidgets. So these are monkey noodle fidgets. They're this package of glorious, stretchy, fun stuff for the kids to play with when I'm doing read alouds or honestly in the car. This is when I use a lot of fidgets in the car. It stops fights since I can't reach back there and help them out with that. And then also during read alouds keeps my daughter busy and my son from bending the pages on the book as he reads. The last thing in my Amazon box I'm stoked about because I know my daughter will be bouncing up and down when she sees these. We already have one of these books, but I got the other 2 in the series. Welcome to the Opera and Welcome to Jazz. This is a great book that introduces the musicality and basics of jazz and opera, and then we already have the one for symphony. If you want to see how I'm using these in preschool, be sure to stick around for my preschool video when it comes out soon. Last but definitely not least, the Dollar Tree haul. First thing I got in here is stickers because as homeschool parents, we tend to forget that kids love to have stickers on their worksheet pages for a job well done. Something else to keep my daughter occupied are these cheap $1.25 sticker books. She already devoured one this summer, so I know she'll like these. This one's a Night and this one is Safari. You may note that my daughter does not have any crayons in her personal art supply haul, and that's because she begged for these from the Dollar Tree. They are crayons with frozen covers. In case you guys did not know, Dollar Tree has some really cheap games that are magnetic. Now this was $3, but guess who is a great critical thinking game that's accessible for the younger kids. It does say 6 and up, but if you say someone has glasses, a 3-year-old should be able to figure that out. So I'm excited because they're magnetic, they're not as easy to lose, and it was a cheap game to add for fun. And the last and most important thing in my family are puzzles to keep kids occupied while I'm working with them. My son's moving on to the 500-piece puzzle range, so these are $1.25 fun for him. And my daughter's been moving beyond the 48-piece puzzles, so to keep her occupied, I had her pick out a couple 100-piece puzzles, and hopefully each of these will be challenging enough to keep her occupied for at least 30 minutes while I work with my son. That's it for my haul, guys. If there was something fun in here that sparked your interest, be sure to bump that like button and let me know it. And the piece de resistance, did I pronounce that right? And the piece de resistance,